start. Before I start, do you have any questions or any queries or any concerns about the topics which we have covered till now? Anything related to any area?
No, Ashish.
Okay, great. Okay, so we'll go with the remaining part of arrays today. We'll complete arrays today. Okay. Um, so let me share my screen presentation, entire screen, share, hide.
Ashish, uh,
Yes.
can we cover like an interview question, as a concept of RA? Is it is it okay?
Actually, after completion of arrays, I will be
Mm-hmm.
providing the interview related programs. I mean,
Oh,
the ones which will be covered in interviews. I'll
mm-hmm.
provide the programs, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and you can work on it, and you can
Okay.
get the concept of it.
Okay, okay. Like I'm just asking about the there is some question, right? The difference between array and array list and something like. So can we cover that
Oh,
kind of question
okay.
in?
Array and array lists. We do not have array list in JavaScript. Actually, we don't have that concept in array
Okay.
in JavaScript. But I
Okay.
understood your point. Okay, you need questions related to the topics which we are covering, right?
Yes, yes, yes. If
Okay.
it is possible, like
Yes, yes.
suppose we are
Mm,
going through a array concept, right? So we will
mhm.
cover that interview question after completion of array. So is it fine?
Yes, yes, yes. That is completely fine. That is completely fine. So what I'll do is from tomorrow, I'll collate the interview related questions as well. I mean, which will be frequently asked in interviews. Related
Yes,
to, we'll take one session after the strings. After strings is completed, not programs, not related to programs, but the common questions. The common
yes.
questions,
Common
yeah,
questions. Yes,
which
yes.
which are asked in interviews related to the topics. Okay, we'll take that session once the strings concept is completed. Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah. That's perfectly fine for me. Like a string and array, both. If both will complete, and after that we will cover that two combine that concept, and we will cover that question. Is it
Yes.
fine?
Yes, 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 that is fine. And we will also cover the conditional statements and the loop statement questions and
Yes,
the break jumping statement questions as well. We will cover in one lecture. We will only go through the questions. Only we will
questions.
go,
Yes.
yeah, only go through the interview related questions. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great. Now, okay, before I start with arrays, let me ask one question. Let's say we have a restaurant, okay? We have a restaurant, and that restaurant, we have a coupon system. I mean, whoever comes first, he will be provided a coupon, and he can order anything, and he will be given a coupon, and he can take that order. Okay. Now we have only 100 coupons for a day. Okay, there are only 100 coupons for the day, and there are different prices for the different different food items in a restaurant. Now, uh, let's say okay or we can say we have a constant price for each and every food item. Okay. Now if we want to add up all the we only have 100 coupons, and we can only serve 100 people. Now we want to add up the total amount, okay, for 100 people, and for 100 or how many people that the day the restaurant have visited. So which is the loop that you will be using, uh, or what will be the logic that we'll be using in order to get the calculation?
Okay, so first of all, we need to take a for loop, right? Like a
Okay. uh,
0 to 100 people. So we
mm,
will take that for loop, and
mm,
we will increment that for loop, right? So we will I plus plus or whatever
yeah.
we will take
mm,
in a for loop,
mm.
and after that we have to, if we have to check any condition, so we will take any if condition. right?
mm,
We will check that someone some order something, so
mm,
they will pay some of the amount. So
mm,
if they have order
mm,
something,
mm.
so we will provide that amount for that customer. So
Okay. Now, my question here is, why did you choose for loop and not any other loop?
because like there are so many people, right? So like we will increment and we will do in a just with the help of for loop. If we will do like a switch case or something like this, it's a code is so much
No,
big
no.
for that 100 people.
Yeah, switch case is a conditional statement.
Yeah.
In loops, why didn't you use while or do while loop?
It's because it's repeated many
See,
times.
Because
yes,
because
The repetition
we
happens
we
every
have to
time.
repeat so 100 people, right?
yeah,
In a do
while
while
also
loop or
in while and do while
in
also we can do 100. We can repeat it 100 times.
but
Okay, now my next question is, okay, let's say this is we have an answer as for loop. Okay, now my next question is, we don't have any token system. Okay, and we just have 24 hour service, or not 24 hour service, like 18 hour service of a restaurant, and we have people coming in and going out. I mean, taking orders or eating, dine in or taking out. So, and there's no token system. I mean, there are no 100 or fixed tokens. Okay, so now in here, but it's only 18 hours. Okay, 18 hours the restaurant will be open. 18 is too much. Yeah, 12 hours, let's go with 12 hours. Okay, so restaurant is open. Now which loop you will be using in order to check the amount that you have got that on that particular day? Now here, which loop you will be using? Here also same for loop or any other loop? Now, my third question is, we have a token system machine. Okay, before any customer comes into the restaurant, we want to check if the token machine is working or not. Okay, and then there are 100 people or 12 hours of service uh, where we provide a token system, or we provide, and then they dine in or they take out. So, which loop you will be using here? Here you want to check if the token system is working or not.
Ashish, actually,
Mm.
for me, your screen is not visible properly.
Screen is not visible.
Yes,
Uh,
Screen is
it's
visible for your content is not visible
no, no,
for
no.
us.
I'm not showing. I'm not showing anything. I'm not showing anything. I mean, I'm not displaying
Okay,
anything. Yeah, I'm not displaying
okay,
anything. It's just a questions.
okay, so
Uh,
as of my like knowledge, I'm not
mm,
sure whether it is okay or not, but
mm,
I'm just giving an example that
mm,
if we will take a token system, right?
mm,
So
mm.
we will consider as a for loop because we will check with length, like
Length.
token dot length or something. So we will check with the for
Okay.
loop.
Okay, let me explain you. First, we have 100 people of, I mean, token of 100 only, right? We have 100 tokens only, which means we know the iterations. We know how many times to repeat. We know the number.
Yes.
So that is the
Mm-hmm.
reason we use for loop here. Okay,
Yes.
when we
Yes.
know the number of iterations, I mean, this is the fixed number of iterations. Like there will
Yes.
be only 10, in a movie there are only 50 seats, there are only 40 seats, then here we can use the for loop if we
Yes,
know the
but if
iterations.
we do not fix any like we do not use any fixed amount of people or something, so we will not use for loop.
Yeah, no, no. If yes, actually that is also true. If we are not sure about the iterations, and
Yes,
we know, like if it is a 12-hour service, after 12 hours, the condition will be false. But we are not sure how many customers will walk in.
yes,
So
yes, yes,
until the store is closed, we need to run the loop. Here, what loop you will be using? here you will be using while loop, not for loop, because
While
we,
loop. Yes,
yes,
while loop.
while loop, because we don't know the iterations, but we know
Yes.
when to stop it.
Hmm,
We
hmm,
know
hmm,
when to
hmm.
stop it. Now the third question is, like, we want to check the token system first, then we want to go ahead and open the store and then ask, let the customers
Then
come
do
in.
while loop. Do while loop.
Why do while?
Because first we have to check the what you have.
Correct.
Yeah, that, so in a first do while loop, at least one time it will check that it is correct or not. I
Yeah, it
forgot
is.
the term which you have spoken about it, but
No
yeah,
worries,
we
no
have
worries.
to check first time.
So these are the real life examples where someone, if you, if someone asks, then you can give. I mean, this is how loops are used. I mean, if you know the iterations, if you know the repetitions, if you know that there are only 7 days in a week, and on all 7 days you need to have breakfast, then which loop you will be using?
For loop.
Correct. And if you don't know the
For loop.
repetitions, yes, correct. And if you don't know the repetitions, iterations, like when you're skipping, you don't know when you will. I mean, until you get tired, you might skip. So here you will be using while
While
loop,
loop.
because you don't know how.
Yes.
I mean, you're not sticking to, like, I'll only do 100 or 10 skips
Yeah,
or 15 or
yeah.
20 skips. Okay, you will do until you're tired. Okay, then the third thing, the best option is, like, one, you will check once, you will check, if the, let's say you're playing a song in some tape recorder. I'm not sure tape recorder is used, yeah, tape recorder, and you want to check if it is working or not. Then if it is working, then you go ahead and uh, play your songs, but you just want to check once if it is playing or not. Here you use do while loop, because once you check, then why do while? Because you might play n number of songs. There is no fixed number, like you will only play 10 songs. You might like the 11th song as well, so you might play the 11th song as well. There's no fixed number. So that is the reason, first check, then move forward. First check, then move forward. So that is the only difference between for, while, and do while. Okay, great.
Yes, Ashish.
Now let me open the document. Okay, before opening the document,
Can
did
we add these
uh,
three statement in a document?
uh sure, I'll give it a try. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I
Because
mean,
it is a helpful actually.
yeah, yeah, I
Someone is
understand.
confused in any loop, so they will
Uh,
just check in a document that yes, there is a condition, then we will jump to do while loop. This is the condition. There is no iteration, like we don't know about the iteration, how much time we will use the while loop, like
mm.
that.
I understand. When I explain now, it is easy to explain, but when I write it, then it will be a
Yes,
very
it's tough.
lengthy one.
It's
I mean,
tough.
it's a
Yes,
big
yes.
summary that I need to write. So yeah, I'll give it
Yes.
a try. I'll try to write it. Let's see how it goes. I'll try to add it. I'll try to add it in the document for sure. Okay. Now, okay. Now my next question is: Did any one of you went through this array methods in the document? Any one of you, did you went through this array methods of documents?
I did not get much time, so I have not.
No worries, no worries. Okay, we'll come here. We have seen this for loop, right? We have seen this for loop. Let marks equal to this. Okay, let me comment. Let me go ahead and copy this and copy.
Ashish, I want to
Yeah.
ask you, can you save what you are doing on this online compiler here?
Sorry. What exactly I
Like
need to tell?
what you write in the this online compiler, can you save it in it or no?
No. I cannot. I cannot. I
Oh,
don't have that option to save it. It once closed, it's gone.
okay.
I don't
So
think so. I have an option: enter full screen, toggle light mode, share code. I only have share code and run, but there's no option. Actually, this is I mean, online compiler, right? So we don't have that options actually. We
we
don't have.
cannot log in
Nah, we
or
cannot.
have account.
We don't have that. I mean,
Okay.
mhm.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Okay. We know how to use for loop for arrays, right? Let's say if we have an array, this is an integer array, and we want to iterate through each and every value in an array. We want to iterate for each and every value in an array. Then how do we do it? First we say for, then variable equals to 0 because index starts at 0. Then I less than marks, that is the array name, marks to dot length. Okay. Then I plus plus because we will be incrementing index 1 0 1 2 3 4 5, and we are printing console.log array name in the square brackets I. Why I? Because I is the index. I is representing the index of an array. Okay. Same. If you want to add, if you want to add all marks together, then you just go ahead and create a variable. Let, okay, we'll come to this. We'll come to this. Let me comment this. Run. See, it iterated through all the numbers, and it printed. Okay. Now, if we want to add all these numbers and give us a total, give us a sum, right? So how can we do that? Let me comment it. Okay. First, we take a variable and assign a value of 0, because when we are adding, we we let's say add 1 plus 1, then before adding 1 plus 1, it's always 0. The value is always 0. So that is, and whenever you are adding something, whenever you're adding, like let's say 1 plus 1 equal to 2, and 2 plus 1, I mean, when you're adding something, you don't want that number to be changed. I mean, it should give us a proper output. When you're adding two numbers, it should give us a proper output. Like let's say if I say 40 plus 50, the output is 90, right? So if if I say, yeah, we'll come to this. If I say sum equal to 1, okay, sum equal to 1, what happens is, I mean, if when I'm adding this, okay, j equal to 0, then this is all same. This is all we are iterating through array. We are iterating through this array. Let me uncomment this. Okay, we are iterating this array. Okay, array of numbers. And here what I'm doing is I'm taking sum. Okay, what is sum? Sum is equal to 0. Okay, and sum plus marks 2 plus j. So what happens is, first it will iterate first time, which is 40. So it will add 0 plus 40, which is 40. Okay. Oh, I said just 40. Then, now what is the sum value when we have added 0 plus 40 equal to 40? We got first iteration, we got 40. Now what will be the sum value?
40.
Correct. Why 40? Because we have placed, we now this uh, what happens when we have iterated at the first time, it took 0 plus, okay, so here we have 40, and then here it is 0 because sum equal to 0, and then here when these two are added, it will the value will be placed in sum. Okay, now 40 plus 50, okay, which is the next value, which is 90. Now let's say if we would have taken 1 here, okay, sum equal to 1 here, then this calculation would have been all wrong at the first instance itself, all wrong at the
Yes.
first instance. So we are not adding 1, we are not adding 1 to the number, we are just adding these all array values. We don't want to add 1 to any of the numbers, 1 to any of the numbers. We just want to know the total of this. We just want to know the total of this. So that is the reason we took sum equal to 0, so that we get the first iteration value correct, so that after that all others will be calculated correctly. So once it reached 90, when 80 plus 90, which is 170, 170, then stop. Okay, this will stop, the iteration will stop. And then what we did is we went ahead and printed it. We used console log statement outside, but not inside, because okay, let's say, let me use this inside, see what happens. Copy, paste, and let me comment this. Okay, and run this. See, it printed each and everything. I mean, all the calculations have been printed, but we don't want all these calculations. We can, if you want, you can keep it. Okay, you can just keep it. And then if you want, you can also say, I mean, here, console.log, and then say it as total is, then plus. You can do in this way also. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. You can do it in this way as well. Okay, so here we got 390. So 390 is the total. So in order to add the numbers, add all the numbers and get us the total in an array, okay, we can use in this way. We take another variable. It can be anything. You can name anything to this variable, but it should be always 0. Why 0? Because we are only adding these numbers in an array. We are not adding anything extra or 1 or 2 to these numbers. That is the reason. Let's say if I want to add 1, then I'll say sum equal to 1. Now we'll get a different, let's see, 41. Then we got 391, because one has been added to each and every number and to the total. Now if we say 2, then it will be adding 2. Now, now can we write, you know, I'm not sure if, okay, yes. Now I want you to tell me, how can I subtract all these array numbers, but in a reverse order. Because 40 minus 50, I don't want to do in this way. I want to start from 90. 90 minus 80, 80 minus 70, and then 60, and then 50, and 50 minus 40. So, can you tell me how can I write the program for that? Let me remove all this. Let's say, okay. And yeah, so first we start with, okay, 0. Okay, first we start with, can we start with, let's subtract equal to 0? Can we do that? Can we use that? Hello?
No. Yes.
No? Can we take a variable with a value
Yes,
of 0?
we can. Yeah, we can take it as 0.
Okay. Why it was no? Someone said, Miniti, you said no, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Why you said 0? We cannot take 0?
Actually, as is when you take zero,
Mm.
when you subtract a number, then how will it work?
Okay, we'll see. Okay, let's see. I'm
Yeah.
also not sure. I'm also giving it a try. Okay, we'll go with for loop only. Okay, because we know the number of iterations. Okay, now here k equal to 0. We'll take a different variable. Now here k is greater than, okay, sorry. Here, from where should I start? K equal to 0, or should it be something different?
No, we can take another things because we will not start with 0.
Okay, which one should I take?
Suppose we can take that, we can take length minus 1.
Okay, we know here the length is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, can I take 5 or
Yeah.
4? Okay, let's go with length minus 1. Okay, marks 2 dot length minus 1. Because why length minus 1? Because we want the last index
Last
value.
number. That's
Yes,
why we have taken.
okay. And here, what will be the condition? K less than or equal to or greater than or equal to?
Greater than
Okay, greater than or equal to 0. Because we want to end at 0, right?
0. Yes.
And then K plus plus or K
K
minus
plus
minus?
plus.
K minus
No.
minus.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it is K minus minus. Because we
No,
will be
actually,
decreasing.
I have no. Actually, I have spoken like K plus plus. So that's why I'm saying no K minus minus.
Okay, okay, okay. Now we'll use this subtract and we'll keep it here equal to, then again subtract minus minus marks 2, oh sorry, marks 2 in square brackets we give K, and
But it is not possible, right? If subtract is 0, 0 minus, we cannot subtract it from the that 90.
we'll check. I'm also giving it a try. Let's see what will be the result. Console.log, then we can change in accordingly. Subtract. Okay, yeah, we will get actually minus 90 here. Let's see, console.log, log subtract. Okay, now let's run this. Okay, so now what we need to do here is we need to make sure marks 2, think this might work. Subtract, if I say 90 minus 0, then what happens? Okay, we got 80, 20, 30. Nah, this should also not work.
No, it's not
No,
working.
no, this is also not correct. Let me comment this. Let's see. We got 30, which is 90 minus 80, which is 10. 10, okay. Then 10 minus 70, it goes into negative again. 10 minus 70, it goes into minus 60. Minus 60 minus 60, then it goes to 0. Oh my god. Then this, I think this would not work. This way would not work. If I want to
Is it
subtract,
fine that suppose
mm,
this is the reverse string, right? So
mm,
we can do like reverse string too in a positive way. If we Is it possible? I'm just thinking.
let's try that. Let's see if first of all, let me check if it is printing it in reverse string or not. Mm, console.log. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, let's see if it is printing or not. Yeah, it is printing. It is printing in reverse order. Let's do nah, addition will be perfect. Let's try with addition only. Say copy. Now it will give me the same answer of 390 only. But I want to subtract it. Mm, okay. This 90 minus 80 equal to 10. But 10 minus 70 will be minus 60. minus 60 will be 120. Oh, it will increase.
No, minus. Okay.
120 minus 120 plus 50 minus 170, 170, 210. It should be 210. Okay, I think we need to check in the logic for this. Okay, I'll check this and I'll come back. I'll come back on Wednesday. Yeah, I'll come back on Wednesday. If you have find a solution for this, if you have found a solution for this, then please let me know as well. Okay, please let me know. But I think this should work when we say, but when we are subtracting. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me take array of two numbers only and see. Let's see what happens here. Marks 3, marks 3. I think when there are multiple number, na, that should be enough. And then, okay, let's subtract here. And then we don't want this. We want this. And we want this as well. Now here, subtract. Okay, subtract. Subtract. We should not. Should actually we don't need this, or we don't we need this.
Yeah, we don't require that.
We don't
I
need
think
this.
so.
To be honest, we
Hmm.
don't need this. Mm, we cannot directly say here. Let's subtract equal to, but I want to iterate it. I want to iterate it. Then it should be k, because k is the index. K is the index. K k1 minus k0. If we say just what will happen? Oh, sub subtract. Okay. No, I don't think so. We can use it in this way. Okay, no worries. I'll check this. I'll check how can we write this or how can we subtract it. I'll check it, and please I know check from your end as well. If it how does it work, because I'm not getting it. I need to check once again, like why exactly and how exactly it works. But the okay, let me, if I remove this and
With the help of reverse method, is it possible that like 40 and 50 we will reverse that string, right? So
mm,
50, it will give like 50 40, and after that we will do subtraction. Is it possible?
I I mean we have written the reverse order. We did write the reverse order, but it was not subtracting it. I mean how we- because we are not using any variable. We don't need any variable actually. Okay, we'll look into it. Definitely we'll look into it. So this concept is understood, right? This concept is understood.
Yes, Ashish.
Yeah. Okay. Mm, okay. Now, okay. Coming to next topic, we'll come subtract. We'll check into it. Okay. Now this is how you check for the arrays. I mean, if you want to know if this is an array or not, if you want to know if this is an array or not, then this is the method which you use. Okay, I'll copy it here and paste it here. Okay. Now, if you want to know if this is an array or not, you just use array dot is array with the variable name, array name, and then run it. If it is true, oh, sorry, I need to print it. So what to print? Yes. Okay. So if this is an array, then it will show true. Then if I say const pi equal to 3.14, okay. Now if I go ahead and try to print that, if that is an array or not, array pi, okay. See, it throws false because this is not an array variable. This is a what in number variable. Pi is an this complete thing is a number variable. That is the reason it has thrown as false. But when we said fruits one, then it has given us the it is a array. True, it is a array. Okay. So when we use this method dot array dot is array, then in the parenthesis, if we use the array name and then when we try to print it, if it says true, then that is an array. And if it says false, then that variable is not an array. So this is a method array dot is array. Then in the parenthesis, we need to use the array name. Okay. This was included in the latest version of JavaScript. You will not find this in the previous versions of JavaScript before 2015. You will not find it. Okay. Uh, yep, so this is done. Now we'll come to the methods. Okay. We have seen the length method, right? We know how to get the length of an array. We have seen this.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now this another method, this push method, what it does is it does adds the elements to an array at the end. At the end, if you want to add an element, if you want to add an element to an array at the end, at the very last, then you use this push method. We use push method. Like if I go here, okay, let's say let arr equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay. And now I go ahead and use this method. Okay. What I did, I used here, we need to put the array name, and then dot push, dot push. And then you can give multiple values or you can give single value, anything that is fine. You can then once you have given your information requirements here that needs to go inside the array, then go ahead and once that is done, then go ahead and print the array once again, because this will create a new array. This will create a completely new array. That is the reason you need to print it. Now see what happens. See, it added at the very end. At the very end the values have been added. Okay. Now if you want to remove the last element in an array, if you want to remove the last element in an array, then you use this pop method. Okay. Here same, you use the sorry, array name, then you say pop, then you don't give anything inside, any information inside the parenthesis. I mean, because you are removing the last element. What is the last element? True is the last element. So you need not to provide any information here, not neither the index number or the length number, nothing. You just need to say pop, then parenthesis, and before that you use the array name. And then once you go ahead and print it, it will remove the last element. See, the last element, all the last element have been removed. So this push will add elements at the very last. If you give three elements here, three elements will be added at the very last. And for pop, if you want to remove the last element of an array, you just need to say dot array name dot pop with parenthesis, then print the array print the array, then it will remove the last element. The last element has been removed. Okay. Now, this shift method, what it does is it removes the first element in an array. It removes the first element. What did pop do? It removed the last element. Shift removes the first element in an array. Okay, so let me use this and print it here, paste it here. Here also, when you are removing something, you need not to provide anything, any information inside the parenthesis. You need not to provide anything at all. You just need to provide the array name and then the array name here. Okay, because we want to print and see if it has been successfully removed the first element in an array or not. And what is the method used here? Dot shift. Dot shift. Okay, so when I print it, see, the first element has been removed. If I go ahead and comment this and run it, see, the first element has been the one, the number one has been removed from the array. Okay. Now the next method, unshift, which adds the elements at the beginning. I mean, what did push do? Added elements at the end. Now what will unshift do? Add the elements at the beginning. And you can add n number of elements in the beginning, but using the unshift method. Okay, unshift method. Let me go ahead and sit here and let me add some more. John, then 34.8889. Okay, here what I need to do, I just need to change the array name. Okay, now when I run this, see, it added true, false, John 3489. Okay, it added at the beginning. It added at the beginning, not at the end. But what does push do? It adds at the end. And unshift, what does unshift do? It adds at the beginning of an array. Okay, so we have seen push method, pop method, shift method, and unshift method. Okay, so let me remove all these things, run this. Okay, good. Is it clear till here? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Ashish.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, index of, if we want to know the index value of an element in an array, if you want to know the index value of an element in an array, we just need to use index of method. Okay, uh, let me do one thing. I want, okay, yeah, let me comment this as well. So here, let dc equal to which is Superman, Batman, Flash. Okay, and what I want the index number. In order to get the index number, we need to place it in a variable. I mean, we need to place that index number in a variable, then only we can print it. We cannot directly go ahead and print this. Let's do this. Okay, let me do this. Okay, log, run this. Okay. Mm, okay. Sorry. We can go ahead and print it. We can go ahead and print it, but in order to use, once we get the index number, in order to use that index number with other operations, that is the reason we go ahead and you create a new variable and then place it under new variable. If you don't want to do any operations, on the index number, getting the value of it from that index number, or adding something to that index number, or something, or looping only that index number, if you don't want to do that, then you need not to create a variable. You can directly print in this way. You can directly print in this way. But if you want to use that in future, if you want to use that index number in future, that is where you go ahead and create it save it in a variable, then print the value of that variable. Okay, you can, but the method here is index of, in parenthesis you give the value of value of the element. Here I have given Superman, but if I give Flash here, Flash, and then Flash here as well, what will be the index number of it? What will be the output?
2.
Two.
Two. Okay, this is how you get the index number. Okay, index number of an element in an array. Okay, we will be using this. We will be knowing like where we need to, when we need to store it in a variable, and when we just need to print the index number. Once we start automating things, we will be coming across them. Okay, now it's just like we can do in this way. We can also directly print the index number, or we can store it in a variable, different variable, and then we can print it. Okay, then okay, this is the same. If an element is not present, then okay, yeah, if an element is not present, okay, let me do that too. And then paste it. Okay, okay, let's say we don't have Hulk. We don't have Hulk. um okay, here what I did is, this is the result. Okay, yeah, sorry, I need to create a new variable, right? Because already I have the result. Okay, now I'm checking if Hulk, if what is the index number of Hulk. Okay, let me comment this. Now Hulk is not present in this array, in this elements. In this array, all the elements, we don't have Hulk here, but still I want to know the index number of Hulk. Let's see what will be the value of it. See,
Undefined.
yeah,
Oh, minus.
-1. So when, see here, if an element is not present in an array, it returns -1 index value. It doesn't return undefined. It returns -1 as an index value because it is not present. The value is not present in an array, and that is an inbuilt JavaScript thing. So that is how they have developed. So yeah, we get -1. Okay, now let's see of 78. Okay, this will also give us, what will be the output of, if I try to get the index of 78, what will be the output of it?
-1.
-1 also.
Yeah.
But if we give two numbers, like it is not available in index, so it will give both the number -1, -1.
I don't think so. If I
No,
say,
no, no, no,
uh,
no. You can just uncomment that Hulk one.
okay, 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 and then here I need to say comma 78.
No, no, no,
No,
no, no. You have to uncomment Hulk
Both
as well
will
as
give.
both.
78.
Yeah, both will give -1. Yes, both will give -1. -1, -1.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and like after comma, Hulk can after give some number.
Okay, yeah. Let's say 80. Huh? I
Hmm.
still say -1. Yeah. And same here as well. If I go with,
Ashish,
yeah,
uh,
yes, Nadia.
I think this -1, the first one is for the line 11, and the second -1 is for the line 14.
12. Yeah, 14. Correct, 14.
Yeah, so they're not for this Hulk and 80. I think it didn't take in consideration the 80 that you added.
No, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't take consideration at all. It directly checked Hulk and it was not present, so it has thrown -1.
Yes.
Right. So this is how you can check the index. If the index is if the value is present, then it gives us the index value of that element. If the value is not present in an array, then it will say -1. Okay. And okay, now to merge two arrays into one array, we use the concat method. I mean, we use the concat method. This also will include. Okay. See, we have Superman, Batman, Flash, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, DC. Now concat method. Now we want to, when we are adding these two things, then we want to a new array will be created, right? A new array will be created. That new array we will be storing it in a different variable, different array variable. Okay, we can name anything. And we can also say it's as const as well. If you want, you can say it as const. I think it will not throw an error. Let's see here. What we do, dc1 dot concat method. In that method we give the second array that we want to concat. See, it didn't throw an error when I said const. So this is how you concat. When you want to concat the third array as well, I mean three arrays into one array, there's no option like this, like dot concat. You cannot do that. I'm pretty sure you cannot do that. Let me try it. Let marks equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Yeah, that's more than enough. Dot concat what is that, marks. Let's see if this works or not. Oh, it worked. Okay, great. So you can concat, I mean you can connect multiple concat methods to concat all arrays into one array. Like what
Uh,
if you, yes.
yeah, just finish and I will ask. I have a question.
Yeah. So if you want to concat multiple arrays into one, then create a new variable for that array, and then use this DC. First array name dot second array name in the in the parenthesis, then concat, then the third array name in the parenthesis. Only the first array should be outside. Every other array should be in the parenthesis. Yes, Nadia.
Yes, why look, each one of them is let, but when we put them together, we put const.
No, you can.
Do,
I just tried. I just gave it a try. Can we place it under const as well or not? That is so. Yeah, you
okay,
can use it in let as well. That is fine. And you
okay.
can make these all as const.
So it does not have impact.
No. Yeah, it
Mm.
does have an impact. It does have an impact when.
It is not. Is it possible that const variable should like a concat in a let, because constant value is we will not change it, right?
No,
Yeah.
we are not changing. We are not changing this value. If you try to print this, okay, let's say console.log DC1, it is still the same. The value hasn't been changed. The value of DC1 is not changed. It's the same. But what we are doing, we are creating a new
But
variable.
after this, we will not do like push and pop or something like that way, right?
Uh, actually, actually here you cannot, when you say const, here you cannot add something. You cannot add
No,
something.
suppose no,
Mm,
suppose
mm,
okay. You are saying that in DC1 we will not add something, but
yeah.
if we will merge all the array in one output variable, after that we will do it, then we can do it, right?
No. If I say const here, let's say const here, and if I print it, then this is a constant variable. Okay. Now let's try to push something here. Okay. Let's try to do something. Or else let me do one thing. Okay. We have this. Let me comment this. Okay. Now we have the array. We have this array. Now I want to change Hulk value to something else. Okay. I want to change Hulk value to something else. How can I do that? How can I do that?
we can give the array index and equal to what we
Yes.
will give any value.
Yes. 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 Okay. So what is the index value of Hulk? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, right? Now let me see if I can change it to something else. Okay. Okay. And then print console dot output again. Let's see if we can do this or not. Okay, I think, yeah, it doesn't there's no impact. There's no impact of cons. Or now we'll try to do one thing. We'll try to push something here. Okay, we'll try to push. Okay, let me try to push something into the output value. Okay, uh, push output dot push. I'll say false here. So it will add at the end. Let me see if I can go ahead and print this and see if it works or not. Okay. Yeah, it is doing it. So there's no impact of const or let. You can use anything for arrays. You can use it. You can either use let or you can use const. But I think there should be some difference. There should be some impact when we are using const. I'll check into that. I'll definitely check into that. If when we are using const or let, what will be the impact on arrays? Okay, what will be the impact? But I don't see any impact because I'm able to update the value. I'm able to push the value. And think I can also go ahead and remove the values as well. Output dot pop pop. Then remove. Let me do let me do this for DC1. Let's see if I can do it just for DC1 or not. Okay, DC1 as it is constant. Let me see if I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. I have went ahead and removed the last element of the, yeah. So I don't see any impact of let or const. You can use both for when creating an array. You can use both. But I'll still check because there should be some minor impact when we are using either let or const. There should be an impact on arrays as well, but I don't see any impact here. Yeah, I'll still check. I'll still check on, and I'll come back on Wednesday with the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, merging is done. Index is done, and is done. Yeah, I just yes. We have another way of merging multiple arrays into one, which is by using spread operator. I mean, we can also use spread operator. I mean, where we can merge multiple arrays into one. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. Okay, here spread operator is nothing but we use three dots. And how we are doing it? Um, okay, let me add those as well. Okay, DC marbles. Okay, DC marbles, marks, and fruits. Huh. So here we have four arrays. Rather than using concat methods multiple times, in one array, we create a new variable array, and we also go ahead and give the syntax as an array only, give a syntax as an array only, and we use three dots before the array name, and then comma, then three dots, then second array name, then comma, then three dots, then third array name, comma. In the same way, if we have 5, 6, or 7 arrays, then again here comma, then dot, three dots, only three dots. Then we say test, then again dot, then we say rest. So in this way, we can go ahead and add it. Now, once we add the syntax, then we can go ahead and print the merged array, the merged array output. And when we print it, it will give us this in this way. So this is a spread operator. Either you can use in this way, or you can go with the concat way. It is up to you. It is up to you how you want to use it. Okay. If you think this is easy for you, go with this option. Or if you think dot concat is easy for you, go with dot concat option. Okay. This is a operator. This is not a method. This is an operator, because we don't have parenthesis here. We don't have any parenthesis here. We just use dot dot dot, then array name, comma, dot dot dot, second array name, comma, dot dot dot, third array name, comma, and fourth array name. Okay. Clear?
Yes, Ashish.
Okay. Then, okay, reversing an array. Okay. Reversing an array. This is, we know, I mean, this is nothing but when we want to reverse something, then we go ahead and do that. I mean, we use this reverse method. Just let me run this. Let me comment this out. Let me comment this out. Okay. If now here what I'm reversing DC1. Let me do DC1. Reverse it. Okay. When I reverse this, use this method and try to reverse it. See, first came Flash, then Batman, then Superman. Now if I want to reverse fruits, okay, fruits, okay, and then here, see, first here Apple was at the first, here Apple came at the last, then false was at the last, false came at the first. Okay, this is a reverse method where we don't give anything in the parenthesis. Okay, we just start with array name dot reverse method, dot reverse
Can
method.
we can we do a merge output as well?
Yeah, let me do one thing. Let me try to do that. I think it will go ahead and do that. It will print. Oh,
No, there is a
uh,
different name. Merged output.
oh,
O
sorry,
is
sorry.
capital.
Oh, is in capital. Sorry, my bad, my bad. Merged out. Oh, sorry. I need to put in merged output. Okay. Yeah, it did it. It went ahead. It reversed. Okay, let me print this so that it will get to know. First was Superman. Here, last is Superman. Last was false. Here, first is false. So it did reverse. So you can
Yes.
use this in this way as well. Okay. So this is a reverse method. Now sorting. Sorting. Okay, this is also, sorting is nothing but it is like in alphabetical order. Okay, it's in alphabetical order. If you want to sort elements in an array, then you use this dot sort method. Okay, let me go ahead and copy this, and I think reverse. Okay, let me print this and let me comment this and comment this as well. Okay, here I want to marks. Let me go with marks. Okay, and here as well, I'll go with marks. Let me run this. See, okay, it's already in sorting order. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me say 156, 647, 708, 289. Still sorting. 947. Okay, now let me do it. See, it's sorted in a ascending order. Now, if I want to sort this, here what I'll do, I'll add Hulk, then
But Ashish, when
Zebra.
they are mixed, so
Sorry,
how it will sort? When
sorry.
you have like when they are mixed like string and number, and how it will sort?
Yeah, we'll look into that as well. We'll definitely look into that too. Yeah, good question actually. Real good question. We'll look into that too. First, we'll go ahead and sort this one, or we'll do one thing. We will ask. This is a merged output. Is a combination of everything, true, false, and we'll do one thing. We'll add some floating points here. 45.89 and then 89.23. Then here I'll add single characters. M, then P. Okay, so I'll not do this as of now. First, let me print this merged output. Okay, I have a string, I have floating numbers, I have then a single characters, then we have Boolean values, and we have no numbers as well. Okay. Now this is what now the question here is how will it how exactly it will throw as an output, right? Okay, let's do this merged output. Okay. As we have combination of data types in this array, let's see how it sorts. Okay. So, and it went with numbers first, then the no. Yes, it went with numbers first, then characters, then it went with strings, and with oh, in string as well, it took false. Okay, so Boolean and strings are joined together. I mean characters, strings. I mean this is also string in JavaScript. So the strings, but here the single characters were given high importance. Then the strings were combined with Boolean values, whereas false came in first, and then true. Yes, actually A B C D E F. Yeah, F will come first, then comes T, and here it took everything as a number, and then but
There is no order
45.89.
in the numbers. There is no
45.
order in the numbers.
Yeah, there's nothing actually.
It's
156,
missing.
289, 45.89. So I think this doesn't work for them. I mean, if there are different types of characters, sorry, different types of data types in an array, this sorting method
Yeah.
doesn't work. Only it works when there are only integers or numbers. I mean, sorry, the numbers or strings or characters or Boolean value. So it will
And
not
in
work.
numbers,
Hmm.
it goes always from the bigger to the greater to the smaller, or it can go
Smaller,
from the small.
smaller to the top, smaller to the top.
Always must be like this.
Yeah. So let me do it. Marks, 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 marks. See, from small to bigger number. So it's
Yes.
ascending order, small to big. Okay.
Yes.
And yes, actually, it's a real good question because we can go ahead and store multiple data types in one array, but yeah, I don't see any sequence in that sorting actually. I mean, the number came in, then the actually the decimal point was less number 45, but still it was placed in the third index. I mean third index, yeah, second index, which is a third number. So I'll check why exactly and what is the logic it took, and what is a I mean what was the code written, what was a algorithm written for it that it printed in that way. I'll check that algorithm. What was the algorithm used over there? Okay, for the
Okay.
multiple data types used in one array.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Okay.
we are done with the sort. And this, yeah, this is what I have sorted. I mean, just an example. Mm, let me know this all and then print this. If I sort this, see it went with from the smallest number to the biggest number. Smallest number to the biggest number. Now, Then this is includes method. Includes method checks if an element is present in a respective array or not. Okay, it just checks if an respective element is present in the array or not. Okay, and here also we will be getting, if the element is not present, we will be getting -1. No, we will be getting, it's like a boolean value. Yeah, see, it will be getting where exactly, nums. Okay, nums dot. Here what we need to do here is we need to go ahead and say nums. Okay, and then run this. See, okay, if the number is present, if the element value is present, it will throw true. If the element value is not present in an array, it will throw false. That is all it does. I mean, includes method where we give the array name, and then we can also directly print this out. We can also directly print it. If we want to print, we can also directly print console dot log in copy paste. Okay, let me give some spaces. See, we get the same. So I just used it, placed it in a different variable to print that variable, which will be smaller part to type in that console.log, but you can also directly print it in this way. So as 84 is present, 84 is present in the array, it gave us true. As Wolverine is not present in this particular array, it gave us false. But what does how is the method, how is the syntax of the method is written? Array name dot includes, in the parenthesis you give the value, the element value. You give the element value to check if that element value is present or not. Present or not. Okay. Is it clear till here?
Yes, Ashish.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah, it's
Ashish.
like, it's we need to check that sum, when we can use a sum, why can't we subtract? Okay, that is what I want to check. Actually, I'm so eager to know why can't we subtract this. Okay, because when we are subtracting it, then it's okay. Okay, now there are two very important methods in JavaScript related to arrays. One is splice and one is slice. Okay, what splice does is we can remove or add element in an array on a given index. Till now we were able to add the elements at the end or remove the elements at the end, add elements at the beginning and remove elements at the beginning. But splice method goes ahead, we can use it to add elements or remove elements on a given index. On a given index, I mean, wherever we want, we can add or remove the elements. Okay, so let me copy this completely till here. Okay, and paste it here. Now we have this array. Now I want to splice, I mean, I want to splice this. Okay, from index 2, which is 0 1 2, this 56, and to index 3. Okay, this last one is not included. Okay, it will not be considered. It is the end point. It is the end point. Let me run this so that it will be easy to understand. Okay, so let me run this. Now what happened is we went ahead and removed. Okay, so 34 is present, 98 is present. Then we said, okay, the two index number should be removed. So it has been removed. Okay, from 2, Okay, so sorry. Okay, 0, 1, 2. Okay, from 2 to 3 places. Sorry, it is 3 places. Yeah, starting and the count. Yeah, it is a count. Okay, so this is 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, sorry, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, from index 2. Okay, from index 2 to 3 counts. Okay, so including index 2, take out the next 3 numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, these 3 values, including the index 2 number, should be removed. So that, sorry, I gave, no, sorry. I'm really sorry. Yeah, this is not included actually. This is not included. So 2, 1, 2. Okay, this is not included. Okay, my bad. I got confused. Okay, so when you say 2 comma 3, then this index and then the next two values will be removed. Okay, this is how it is. Now let me do one thing. Let me go ahead and say 2 comma 5. Okay, now what happens is it starts. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll say 1 comma 5, 1 comma 5. Now 0. Okay, it starts here. 98 will be removed, then 98, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Till 29 it will be removed, but these all will be remained. Okay, let me see, let me run this. Okay, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Index 1, then it starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How is it possible? Getting different values. Let me let me try this. Am I getting confused? Okay, here 0, 1, it started at 2. 56 got removed. Then 3 counts. Okay, it said 3 counts. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if I say 1 comma 5, so it starts from 1, then 5 counts. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, got it. Okay. So now this is the starting point, and we have another argument that we need to provide is a count. So when I say 1 comma 5, okay, it starts from the first index and it counts 5 times. Okay, it counts 5 times. I mean, 5 places it will count 5 places. So it starts at 1. Okay, as we said, it started 1 index, so it's 0, then 1, it started at 1, then this is the first count, second count, third count, fourth count, and fifth count. So it took all these 5. Okay, these 5 values, and it printed this value. Now let me do one thing. 3 comma 2. Okay, now what will be the output of an array? 1, 2, 3. Okay, what will be the output of an array? What all numbers will be removed from an array? Take time, take time, because I also got confused. Take time.
47 and 68 will be removed.
Right? 47 and 68 will be removed because 0, 1, 2, 3. It started here, 47. Now how many counts? 2 counts. So 47, 1, 68, 2. Okay, then done. There are no other number elements to be removed. Okay, see? So we have 47 and 68, both got removed, and we have 29. So this is splice method. This is the splice method where you can use to, to remove elements, to go ahead and remove elements, but you need to provide 2 arguments here. First, the index number where it starts, and the count where it should end. Now let's say we have these many values. Now let me give a lengthy count, which is out of this array. Okay, because we don't have 15. Okay, let me start at 1 only. Let me start it at 1, and then I say 15. Okay, if I say 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is the last count. Okay, but I'm saying 15. Let's see what will be the output. Okay, let me run this. Oh, it took everything out, and also, I mean, it did ask what we were expecting, but the later part of this counts have been ignored completely. I mean, after 9, it didn't throw any error. It didn't say like out of bounds or I don't find any elements after 9 count. There's nothing, no error like that. It just went ahead and removed all these elements and it gave us one element only. So, yeah, so JavaScript doesn't throw an error, it just gives us uh, one value. Understood? Understood this part?
Yes.
Yeah, so other programming languages do throw an error, but JavaScript is a programming language where I think it is very error less programming language, error prone. I mean, we don't find any errors here. Much I've come across very less errors when we work with JavaScript. So
So
yeah.
nowadays,
Mm.
JavaScript is in market or Java?
Java is evergreen. Java is evergreen, but Java is mostly for developers, to be honest. But if you want to go with Selenium, then they do ask for Java. But if you
Mm-hmm.
want to go with Playwright or Cypress, then they will ask for Playwright and TypeScript. And if you want to go with mobile testing, mobile automation testing, then it's mostly preferred is APM, where they again ask for Java. And for Postman, they ask JavaScript. For Rest Assured, they ask Java. So it depends upon the tool that you're using. For
Mm-hmm.
testers, there's nothing, I mean, there is nothing called like which one should we choose as a programming language, because every tool has their own
Own
programming
language,
language,
yes.
yeah, and the strengths and weakness. And Playwright, we can also write in Java and C sharp. I mean, we can write the Playwright code in Java and C sharp, but JavaScript and TypeScript has more methods and more functionalities, more libraries when compared to Java and C sharp. So that is the reason people prefer JavaScript and TypeScript, because
Mm-hmm.
we find many more methods and many more functionalities in there, uh,
Mm-hmm.
which we don't find it in Java and C sharp.
Okay.
So it all depends upon which tool you're choosing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to say that, because when you apply in Naukri, or I'm not sure which website, which job applying website you have in your countries, um, but when you apply for it, then you will see I mean, many varieties of I mean, you will find C sharp with Selenium, Java with Selenium, and I mean many combinations you
So in testing, is
uh,
there any like AI tool or something that we have to cover? Like we have to learn something in AI as well? Because nowadays market is in AI, right? So everybody is telling us that this market is only for AI. So that's why I'm asking.
okay, see what exactly AI is. What exactly AI is? What do you
Like
think
it will
AI is?
like it will like decrease the manpower, right?
No,
And it will automate all the things.
no, no. Actually, that is not true. It will not decrease the manpower. It will help. It will help people in decreasing the efforts which we. I mean, let's say I'll give an example here.
Then
Okay.
why? Then
Uh,
I have one question. Then why are you? Why everybody is saying that this is the AI market and job? There is a recession for
there's
like a
nothing.
job because
Yeah. See, there is not. To be honest, recession is there. Recession is there. I mean, what is happening is, um, okay, okay. Why do we use ChatGPT?
for our benefit. Like if I want to search anything, so it will like easy for me. I can find anything in ChatGPT. and it will
Uh,
reduce my task as well. If I want to suppose do a logics, right?
uh,
So
uh,
it will give me a logic. So I don't want to give my logic, but I want
mm,
to how it will work, I
mm,
know about it.
mm.
So I will
Okay.
use that logic.
Okay, let me say one thing. I understood your point. Yeah, that is also true. That is absolutely true. But this Chat GPT, Google Gemini, or Microsoft Copilot, or Google Gemini, Chat GPT. There's one more, I think.
Grok,
Yeah. Huh?
Grok, this belongs to X. Grok, this belongs to X.
Okay. Yeah. There's one more. See. Yeah. So something like that. Now let's say I'll open Chat GPT. Okay. I'll open ChatGPT. Uh, okay, and I'll say I'm a automation tester. Okay, I'm an automation tester and not a manual tester. I'm an automation tester and not a manual tester. But I want to write test cases for a login screen. Okay, I want to write test cases for a login screen. So what will I do?
Hmm.
I'll come to ChatGPT and I'll say write manual test cases for login screen.
So we have to give like a first name, last name,
No, no,
email,
no, no.
phone number.
No, no. 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay. For login screen, uh, with a complete coverage. Okay. With a complete coverage. Okay. Now I say enter. Okay. Now what it is doing? See, it is going ahead and giving us positive, negative, boundary, usability, security, UI, etc. test cases. Everything. Every test case is written here, right?
Yes.
Every test cases is written here. Now where is the use of manual tester here? If it is already giving us the test cases, and we can go ahead and now once it is completed, let me do one thing. Hmm, okay. Okay, is it done? No, it is still doing it. Okay. Okay.
Actually, the AI cannot read for you the documentation and compare between the expected results and the actual results.
Okay, I'll share one video. I'll share one video. Please do watch that video. Please do watch that video. That is related to AI, and why after using AI also we need to do some work at our end. Okay, I'll definitely share it. Okay, now we have this test cases with us. Now what I'll do, I'll take one test case, any of the test case. Okay, functional test case. Login with empty password. Okay, let me take this. Okay, and uh, write test steps for this. Okay, and I'll say enter. Sure, and it is writing the test steps as well. Okay. So now tell me, where exactly do we need a manual tester here? We don't need a manual tester because we are using this AI tool. We are using this AI tool in generating the test cases, test steps, test scenarios, and everything. Everything is done by this. Now, let's say we have a documentation. We have a documentation. We can go ahead and upload the documentation. Then say, can you refer? Can you refer the above uploaded document and write test scenarios and test cases for the same. Okay. When you say this and give a question mark or something, and then when you hit enter, it will refer the document. It will refer the document first. It will read through the document first, and then it will go ahead and give all the complete same in the same way, in the same what they say, positive, negative, boundary, usability, security, UI. So it will give. So your what they say, your task, your efforts of thinking different scenarios or different coverage on that particular area is reduced. Almost reduced by 90%. Your work is is done by this AI tool. So that is where we are, we get these, what they say, I mean, as most of the part is done by the AI tool. uh, that is a thing, sad to say that, yeah, many of the profiles are in risk. Yes, true, very true. And Nadia, coming to your question, uh, see, it is okay when we say 1 plus 1 2 equal to 2. Sorry, 1 plus 1 equal, okay, here it gave us 2 as an answer. But this is a simple query. But when you're giving complex queries or a complex thing, asked in the AI tool, then it might give answers differently, or it might say answers differently. So let's say the same thing, write a program to reverse a string in Java. Okay, we said this. Okay, and we got the program here. Okay, we got the program, but still we have to verify this. We have to verify this to check if what that has been provided is correct or not. This is a simple program. For simple programs, we need not to verify it, but we will come across complex programs or complex coding where we cannot depend on AI. We cannot depend on AI. We have to check and verify from our end as well. And definitely you'll come across these things when you will be in project, where you might be using Microsoft Copilot. If you're using Eclipse, or if you're using Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code, there we have an option to add Microsoft Copilot as an extension. And then we can go ahead and say that this is our document, and this is test script login page where I need to automate, then write a test script for it. It will definitely write a test script. It will definitely write a test script for you in any language that you want and with any tool that you want. But still, when you're when you're executing the test script, before executing, you need to verify if the code which was written is correct or not. You cannot completely depend on AI.
But we have to do a learn AI, right?
Yes, AI is nothing. This is AI. ChatGPT is AI. Google Gemini is
But
AI.
for tester, which tool or which course we will do for AI?
The,
There are
I mean,
special tools. I think there are special AI tools that
there,
the company
yes,
make learn.
there is
Um,
test IM. Okay, you can also write in here. AI tools for software testers. Okay,
to learn.
list of list of AI tools. AI tools for software testers. It will give you the list. See, test IM. What you so for me, test IM is good. I mean, it is easy to learn as well. But there are many other tools, which apply tools you
So
can also learn.
you are
Yeah.
working on test. I am
No, no,
also.
no, no. I just looked into couple of videos, but it is good actually. It is good.
Is it
Okay.
open source?
Yeah, I think it is open source. I think I need to check once again. I just checked couple of videos, not more than that. See,
Okay.
AI assistants, Copilot, ChatGPT. But there's one more thing I want to tell you. Uh, before jumping into AI, okay, before jumping into AI, we need to know. Okay, let me go to this AI. This is what I mean. We are not still into AI. We are not into strong AI. We are still in this narrow AI only. I mean, this strong AI is completely different. We are still into narrow AI. And how this data is generated, data is generated. not only in ChatGPT, in Copilot or anything. Okay, we use, I mean, the developers who develop these AI tools, they use LLM models. Okay, large language models. What it does, that is also one of the area. What it does is it will take the complete, I mean, billions of data from the internet, and it will import in this AI tools, so that whenever you're, okay, let me do one thing. Let me show it to you. Um, how, yeah, write a program, write a program for Fibonacci series, series in Java. Okay. Now, what it is doing, it searched in internet, okay, and it got the best. I mean, it returned the best result. It returned the best result, and it displayed over here. So how this worked? It used large language models. I mean, a huge data which has been loaded in this. Uh, Uploaded in this
Internet.
chat gpt. It took the best option from it, and it printed the result for us. So this is all this all comes under narrow AI, which means the data which we provide, it will search, it will analyze, and it will give us the output. And if we don't provide any data, if this chat gpt or copilot or anything, if data was not provided, then we would have never got this program output when we ask this question. So but still, once you use the AI tool or the AI assistant, still you need to go ahead and verify from your end. So manual effort is needed. But yes, sad part is we need to learn these tools. We need to learn how to use ChatGPT. If we know how to use ChatGPT or Copilot, that's more than enough. I mean, uh, there you know how to write prompts, how to write a prompt. If you know how to write a prompt, let's say if you got an
Mhm.
error. Okay, let's say if I say something here, xyz, okay, and then print this. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll copy this. Okay, and then I'll say here, okay, I got this error in JavaScript when printing an array variable. What does this mean, and how to fix it? So it will give us, I mean, yeah. So it will give us like, okay, this is what it means, and this is what you need to do to fix it. Okay. So it all depends upon how you ask the AI tool, how you question the AI tool, how you moderate or modify your question, or how in a clear way you ask the question to the AI tool. That is how it helps. And I really request everyone to explore, use this chat gpt, you know. If you have any question or any doubt, like, you should have asked, I mean, you would have asked this AI chat gpt itself, like, what are the, what exactly AI is. And I mean, how much AI does a software tester needs to learn, and what is the scope of a software tester in AI tool learning. Those are things. I mean, can you explain me in layman terms, or can you explain me more so that I can understand it clearly, or can you explain me in real world examples? So this is how you use ChatGPT, and this is how you can uh, write what expertise in writing prompts as well. So yeah, I always say use ChatGPT. That is the reason. I mean, when you're using ChatGPT and when you're trying to write prompts, then only you will. I mean, if I say what is LLM, what is LLM in AI, explain me in layman terms and with some examples, some real world examples. Okay, then it gives us. See, it gives us human like text and root. So please do use ChatGPTs if you have any questions or any doubts. I mean, when it comes to relates to AI or something. It might be anything related to tech, not only technical. It might be something else as well. For me, I prefer ChatGPT. I mean, ChatGPT gives more clear answers than Gemini or uh, other tool. Copilot also.
Copilot.
Copilot is mostly helpful when we uh, want to write code or something, but yeah, when we want information, then ChatGPT is the best for me. ChatGPT is the best, but you might have different different tools you might have used, and they might be best for you. So this is how, see how clearly it has given. So please do use ChatGPT for any questions, or if you want to understand the logic. So this is how you use it, and this is where you get each and every information, each every information. Then once you get it, then okay, what is test IM? What is the other tool? Okay, let me see which one is best for me. Okay, you can ask those questions here, or you can go ahead and check in YouTube, and you can check for the videos. So this is how you get answers. So we are more into this AI tool. Okay, let me come back. And yeah, we are still in narrow AI, not completely into artificial intelligence. That is completely different. Okay. There's one movie, Will Smith movie, I Robot. I think if you have seen or haven't seen, that is fine. That is where artificial intelligence comes into picture. Yeah, that is completely a movie thing. But yeah, we haven't reached that AI yet. We're still into narrow AI, which means what data, if we say to ChatGPT, they like we give a dog picture and say this is a cat, this is a cat, this is a cat. We give that data into ChatGPT. Then whenever we upload a dog picture and say which animal is this, it will definitely say cat. It will not say dog, because we have inserted the data stating that it is a cat. No, yeah, it is a cat and not a dog. So that is how it works. But it will search the internet, the whole internet, and the data that has been inputted into ChatGPT, and then it gives you the best result.
Yes, actually, the AI will just make the number of testers less.
Yeah, if you only have one, if you have only one, what I mean, what how can I say, one testing area of knowledge, then yeah, true, that is true. If you only have manual testing uh, thing and no other testing area knowledge, then yeah, it will be very risky. It's almost yeah, it's almost
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
So
Now they ask you to know everything. You
yes,
must
true,
know
very
everything.
true, very true. Yeah, they expect, any company expects the same. I mean, you need to know database testing, you need to know API testing, you need to know automation
You need to
testing,
know. Yes,
and
they are
manual testing.
pretending like you have to do everything in single
Yes.
person.
Yes. And nowadays they are asking DevOps as well, which is this Jenkins, GitHub, all this, Docker,
Yes,
all this comes under DevOps. They want DevOps also be done by the tester only.
testers only. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there's much to learn. So all the very best. I can only say all the very best. And use this chat GPT. Use this chat GPT or Copilot. It will definitely help you. I mean, you can also say how to how to create a job, how to create a postman script job in Jenkins. You can also ask this in this way. If it gives you the right answer, go ahead and use that thing. See, step by step guide with options. Use this. Yeah, we have exported as JSON. Then for Newman, we have seen Newman as well. Then Jenkins should be installed and accessible, which is a port. And you have Newman installed globally. Yes, we have installed globally. Then this is how, see, it is giving a step by step process. And if you come across any issue on any part of the line, in let's say you got an issue here, okay, so what will you do? You will copy paste the complete error. You copy the complete error and paste it here, and say, I'm getting an error at this point or at this step. So help me. How can I fix it? So then you'll get an answer. Then you can move forward. This is how you should learn and you will learn. There's no other option actually. And make use of this AI tools, I mean AI assistant tools a lot. It will really help you. If you only know
Yes.
manual testing, then yeah, then it's really hard. It's like
How?
dark space. Space.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to know automation. Okay.
That is true, but career gap is also
No,
important
no,
in
no, 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 no. That is fine. Career gap is fine. Many companies do take people who have career gaps. There's nothing to worry about it. There's nothing to worry. I mean, we can.
But
Yeah.
suppose
Mm,
suppose we are applying in any job, right? And
mm,
if there is also AI tool, they will reject our CV or resume, and because of we are not currently working in any company, and after that
mm.
it will.
Yeah, but not all companies does that. Not all companies does that. Few companies do that, but not all companies. I think few companies does that, but not all companies. So yeah, I mean, we cannot help on that. Some companies do take if there is a career gap as well. If we do really good in interviews and if we express our knowledge in a real good way, then they will not deny our opportunity or our position or profile.
Yeah, it's important that you are updated, you are
Yes,
following the latest technology. Does not matter. Like if there are some people that they are continuously manual testers, they don't have chance as someone that who knows the latest uh, technology in, for example,
correct, correct.
automation or API or something.
There are many testers who are still working on manual testing. They don't know uh, how to use Playwright or Postman or JMeter or so. Yeah, that will be a difficult part for them. That will be a difficult part for them. So yeah, we are going way across. I mean, okay, it's already 2 hours. Oh my god. Okay, so where did we end? Recognize and so yeah. Last method, sorry, we have done with the splice removing part. Now let me go ahead and in order to add it, okay, in order to add, what we need to do is, okay, we just need to, okay, we have in removing we use two arguments. Well, one is start and one is count. But in the splice, I mean, when we are adding elements into using the splice method, using the splice method, we need to add the values as well after the count. Okay, see, let me show it to you. Mm, copy. Okay, see what we did here is after 2 index 2 count two places, which means 0 1 2. Here 1, then 2. After 47, add all these values. Add all these values. Let me run this. See, after 34, 98, 0, 1, 2, 56, 47, I think, yeah, it went ahead and removed this 56 and 47 and added in place of them. Okay, yeah, it went ahead and removed these two things. I mean, 0, 1, 2, and count is 1 and 2. Yeah, it removed these two elements and it added all these elements. So if I say 2 comma 3, okay, it will remove 56, 1, 2, 3, 68. Okay, it starts at 2 index and it counts 1, 2, 3 elements. It removes all these three elements and it adds at that place, it adds all these elements. Let me run this. See, 68 is gone as well. So 34, 98, then true, false, then Ashish, John. Okay, then 29, this is all normal array. Understood this?
Yes, Ashish, yes.
Okay. Now, if you don't want to remove any elements, okay, you don't want to remove elements, you just want to add elements. You just want to add elements in the index that you want to, uh, that you wish for. Okay. Then at that point of time, you just need to say zero. Don't count anything. Okay. Start at two index and start adding elements, but don't count and remove any of the elements. Don't remove any of the elements. Then it will do in this way. 34, 98. Then at the second
Say,
index, yeah, sorry.
say it again, this I didn't understand that you put the zero.
Okay, I don't want to remove any elements. I don't want to remove. Okay, if I say 2 comma 3, see here, 34, this is array, right? This is
Yes.
array. Let me run this.
Answer.
So it removed 56, 47, 68. See, it
Mm,
removed 56, 47, 68, which means
mm,
when I say 3 count, which means 3 elements have been removed.
yeah.
Okay, but I don't want to remove any elements. I just want to add elements into an array. So
Oh,
what I did,
okay.
I just added 0 here, which means it didn't remove any elements, but it just added at the second index. On the second index, it went ahead and added. Then it continued with the numbers, with the element values it had.
Yes, yes, I understood now.
Okay, so this is a splice method. I mean dot splice. Then for removing, you just say start index number and then the count. But for adding, you say start and count, and then you give the values that you want to add. And if you don't want to remove any of the elements, you can say count equal to 0. Then it will not remove any elements, but it will add all the elements that you have given. Okay. So this is done. Now the last method is slice. And once this is done, we will be ending. Remove this. Okay. Slice creates a copy of an array so that we can manipulate on that copied array. I mean, if we don't want to alter the original array that we have created, if we don't want to alter this array, we want to keep this array as the same, but we want the copy of it and then work on that particular array, there we use slice method. Let me comment this. Okay. See, and that copy, yes, when we are creating a copy of something, then that will be stored in a different place, right? That we have stored in a different variable. That variable will, but it will give the same result. I mean, it is just a copy. It's just a copy. So that now we can work on this copy. I mean, we can say dot pop, dot push, dot shift, dot unshift, dot reverse. Now we can go ahead and say console dot log new data. Okay, the in caps data dot reverse, and then so we are working on the copy. We are working on the copy, not the original one. Okay, we are working on the copy. The original one is still placed in the same way. Okay, there's nothing wrong with the original one. I mean, sorry, I mean, we haven't made any alterations to the original one. Okay, so I mean, creates a copy of an array so that we can manipulate. I mean, we can work on that new copied array. Now, slice also has start and end. So that creates a copy of an array with start and end indexes, where the end index value is not included. Okay, let me comment this. If you want to copy, if you want to make a copy of an array, the original array, but if you want to have only certain respective elements from that array, then you can use the parenthesis. I mean, here you didn't use any parenthesis. I'm sorry, you didn't use any arguments in the parenthesis. You just said marks2 dot slice, which created a copy of an array. But if you want certain elements from an array, certain elements, then you give arguments, one being the starting point and one being the ending index, but ending index is value is not included, which means, let me run this. Okay. Here, see, it started at 2 index 0, 1, 2, 56. Okay. And 5, index 5 is not included. Okay. End index is not included. So 0, 1, 2, started 2, 3, 4. 5 is not included. That is the reason it printed 56 to 68 only. It created a new array. It created a new array with 50. Now, if I say 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 7, now what will be the output of my array? What all numbers will be in the output?
56 to 88.
56 to 88. Okay. Why didn't it print 88? Or let me see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, no, no. It ends at 55. It ends at 55.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
55.
so here, why didn't it print 55?
-1.
No.
No, no.
Why didn't it print 55? Okay, what is the index value of 55?
Okay,
IIM.
in a slice, end index is not included.
Correct. Correct. That is the reason it didn't print 55. Okay, understood.
Yes.
Yes, Ashish.
Okay, so that is all for today, and we also had a ChatGPT lesson. So please do use ChatGPT. It's a real good friend for you. And if you are using any what they say, Eclipse, or if you are using Visual Studio Code or Visual Studio for any
Intelligent.
programming, sorry.
Mm. Intelligent.
No, no, no. I am not sure about. I never worked on IntelliJ, but these three have uh, what they say, Copilot extension. So you can use you can add that extension in this tools in this IDs. Sorry, not tools, IDs, and you can use them. Maybe IntelliJ has a Copilot extension or not. I'm not sure about it. I'm not sure. I never worked on IntelliJ.
Okay.
Okay, but you can check. You can check. Okay, all right. So we can also check here. See, now I can. Does IntelliJ has Copilot extension? Just just say yes or no. Yes. So you can use in IntelliJ as well. You have Copilot extension, so you can add it and you can use it. But I think IntelliJ is paid version. Paid, right?
No, no, no.
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 Okay. Okay. Then yeah. Then you can go ahead and install this extension on the IntelliJ IDE as well, and you can use Microsoft Copilot over there. GitHub Copilot, not Microsoft. GitHub Copilot.
Okay.
So this is how you can use ChatGPT as well. Okay. So that is all for today. Any questions? Any queries?
Yeah, it's okay. We have to practice to find questions.
True. True.
We
And
appreciate them when you
sorry.
practice.
Yeah. And
Many of them,
I
they appear when we start to practice. So many questions, come up.
do, yeah, and one more thing, yes, when you have questions, make a list of them, so that we can discuss in the next session. It will be really helpful for everyone. Okay. And
Okay.
yeah, and also I need to check how to subtract those numbers. Can we write any logic in subtracting those numbers? And also, yeah, I need to check for the complex array, how would the sort method, I mean, what is the algorithm behind the sort method? these two things I'll check right away in ChatGPT, and I'll come back with an answer on Wednesday. Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Ash.
Okay. All the very best for all your learnings. I say,
Okay, great.
yeah, all the very best. And yeah, once you start learning, and once you practice on a regular basis, it will be easy. But you need to not stop the practice. That is the main thing. If you stop practice for at least 3 days, not one day, but if you stop the practice for 3 days, then yeah, I'm
For
sorry to say that you need to start from the beginning again, because the
mm,
concepts will be forgotten, because you're learning a lot, so
yeah,
it will be jumbled, completely jumbled.
and this syntax of all these things we have to learn it by heart. I don't know how to memorize. There's so many.
Yeah, this is where this is where the IDs come into picture. When you're writing the syntax, and if the syntax is incorrect, it will say to you that the syntax is incorrect. Here in compiler, it will not state it, but in the IDs, in the like Visual Studio Code or Visual Studio or Eclipse or IntelliJ, it will directly say that the syntax is incorrect. Please correct the syntax. So that is why we use IDEs to help to get help on syntaxes.
What you call it, Ashish? ID?
Integrated Development Environment, IDE.
IDE. Oh,
Huh.
okay.
I mean, what exactly IDE is? Like where you can write your code and you can execute your code. You can compile, you can run and compile your code on that IDEs. I mean, Integrated Development Environment. I mean, yeah, that is what I can say. Yeah, and Visual Studio Code. Why I say Visual Studio Code a lot? Because you can write multiple programming languages over there, and you can execute multiple programming languages over there, all in one. But Eclipse, I'm not sure if we can run Python or C Sharp or JavaScript programs over there. I have only seen it for Java, and Visual Studio Code is.
Python, we can use Visual Studio.
Yeah, Visual Studio Code is for
Yes,
everything, everything. I
yes.
mean, you can run every other programming language, and you can compile it on a
Mm.
Visual. For me, Visual Studio Code is best. I mean, I don't need to use any other IDE, not for
Mm.
Java as well, not for Java as well. I can go for Visual Studio Code only.
Yes, and Visual Studio Code is used for API testing as well, right?
Yeah, no, 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 no. That is, you are talking about Playwright. Playwright, when you use Playwright, then
Mm.
at that point of time, yes, we can do API testing
Yes,
on, yeah.
like a basic API testing, like
Yes, yes.
test.
True, true, correct. But yeah, you can, for me, one ID tool, that is more than enough. I mean, yeah, if you are into Selenium with Java, then I think for you it will be what they say IntelliJ or Eclipse. IntelliJ or Eclipse will be fine. But still, you can do the same on Visual Studio Code. So yeah, it's your choice which one you want to go for and which course that you are learning. That is the most important thing. So it all depends upon what tool you use, what tool you choose, what tool you are learning.
Yes, and it is the different story in company as well. They have own framework, they have own tools, they have own everything.
Yeah, that is the saddest part, but yeah, can't help. But yeah, if you're good at programming and if you're good at tools like Selenium or Playwright or Cypress, then I think learning IDs will be. I mean, it might take around 1, 2 weeks or 3 weeks of time, not much more than that.
Yes,
You
yes.
can say
Main
you
thing
can
is that
yeah.
how we can debug
Yes,
in that ID. It is
yes,
important thing.
yes. True, very true. So you can say I have experience in Visual Studio Code, and I don't think there's much difference in other IDs. It's just UI changes or the options might
Yes.
be at different places, but still it all will be the same. So I can learn it. in a couple of days, so that will not be a problem. But I'm good at Selenium with Java. You can ask me to write anything, any script. I'll be going ahead and writing it. So yeah, so all the very best. I can only say all the very best. Learn
Yeah.
things, learn things, learn things. Utilize time and use ChatGPT a lot. For a very, very small, silly thing as well, ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT. It's completely fine. You can also ask ChatGPT why use let and const and not int for integer variable. Integer. Okay, spelling wrong. Integer variable in in JavaScript. In JavaScript. Okay. You can ask, it's fine. It will give you an answer. See, it's praising you. Great question. It's nothing a great question, but still. So utilize it. It's really helpful, to be honest. I do you use it a lot, a lot, a lot. I explore things. I learn things. The smallest thing. If I hear something or come across something, or if I want to know something, I do use ChatGPT a lot. Extract information. So do the same. It will definitely help you. Definitely. At any point of stage. Okay, enough. I think everyone are tired. Okay. Sure, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we meet Wednesday for
Sorry?
the it's Wednesday next session.
Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday is the next session.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
have a nice evening, everyone.
Yeah, same here. Have a nice evening,
Thank you.
everyone. Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.